Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly, and today I'm going to talk about childish art. Now, a lot of you have found or watched my You're Not Making Childish Art vlog, and at the end of this video, I will link it up at the pumpkin, up in that corner, the I, the letter I, click it, and stuff will come down, and you can click on that and watch it. Also, I will link it down below for those of you who, some of you who use your phone or iPads or what have you, sometimes can't click a card. Click a card, any card. And so I will put it in both places. I get a lot of feedback from that video, and recently, a lot of you have been finding it. Either you find it, and I'm so sorry for the glare in my glasses. I'm not feeling well, and I feel like doing art today. So I'm doing some art, but to play around with the lighting in my glasses, I'm sorry, I just can't do it today. But, you guys have survived through all the other vlogs with my glasses. I don't know what to do about it. I could probably hang something over there so it doesn't glare. But anyway, back to the subject, because, I'll forget. Then I'll start talking about a freaking hamburger and then on to bugs. I don't know. Bugs, hamburger? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, so a lot of you, write me about that video and how important it was for you to watch. And I think it's so important to watch for a lot of you guys who are out there starting mixed media, starting art journaling, starting your journey to really any type of arts or crafts or knitting or crocheting or jewelry making or polymer clay or silk screening or you get what I'm saying? Anything. Because everybody has to start at one, in the beginning. You have to start at the beginning. I don't know many people. I'm sorry. My daughter's out. My husband, they're texting. Okay. I don't know many people who start out doing any arts or crafts and are genius when they start. Everybody has to practice. I know sometimes you might see somebody's video or somebody's class or what have you, and maybe they don't give you their details of starting out, but everybody starts out somewhere. And look, I think some people have the gift. I think it's a gift to sing. I think it's a gift to dance. I think it's you have a gift to draw, paint, do whatever. I think everybody has the gift, but everybody has to practice. So starting out, maybe not having all the supplies, maybe not having all the education that you might want, all that goes along with it can be very daunting and make you feel like, like, what am I doing? You might, and look, I've said this a million times, and I'm the first to say it. I used to be able to draw really, really well, and my brain could connect with what I wanted to do with my hands, and I could do real well. Now, I can't. I can't. My brain does not, with the fibro and the RA and the medication and blah, 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 it just doesn't connect like it used to. And then you got the good old fiber fog, and then you got the menopause fog, and then I got, you know what I'm saying? It just never ends. And, you can't give up on yourself, and you can't beat yourself up over it, because maybe I'll turn this off, maybe that'll help, because it's bothering me. You can't beat yourself up and everything like that, because there's nothing you can do about it. See, here's the end of the day. Here at the end of the day, you either want to do it or you don't. And if you sit and you draw and you're like, you know what, this is crap, and this doesn't look like so-and-so's, and this is that, what's the point then? What's the point of you even doing it? Because you're not going to get any enjoyment out of it, because I guarantee you that you will never, ever be happy with what you do. Now, let me tell you, there's a thing going on. I did not get to start it, and I might do a couple here and there in the month. It's called Inktober. I don't know who started it. I'm not affiliated with anybody. I just know I watch people's videos and see people on Instagram doing it. I know Angie's art channel is doing it. I mean, April Payton's doing it. There's a bunch of people who are doing it. Go in there and on Google or on your YouTube, search and put in Inktober and watch everything that comes up. And that's really getting down to basics. For me, to not basics, maybe that's not the right word. When I watch people draw, and I'm talking drawing with a freaking marker, I am like, really? It's so good. You guys are so good. Because me, I use my freaking mechanical pencil and I'm constantly erasing. I'm constantly erasing because my everything, now you guys know who's been with me, my everything I draw because of my hands and my arms and my shoulders and everything, I have, this is really bizarre. My RA affects my ankles, my ankles, but my RA affects my elbows really, really badly. Um, my hands, I get nasty, nasty letters from people about me not having RA. I wish, I don't know why I would lie about something like that. And really, I've been on YouTube for quite a while and on the Facebook and on the internet and on the MySpace and on the, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think I could lie that many years. Unfortunately for me, my RA, it does affect my hands very, very badly. The pain is excruciating and they do swell up and they get really unusable. But it affects my wrist, my elbows, my shoulders, my neck. I get these flare ups in my neck that are like violent. And on top of the RA, I have fibro, blah, blah, I know, blah, 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 blah. Such is life. There's people out there worse than me. I know. But I'm just saying, so my hands aren't completely misshapen. Plus, I've been on really good medicine. I've had really, really good care. Um, and that affects things too. I've had a lot of crappy medicine, but I've been on, good medicine. But the pain is bad. The all that kind of stuff, the elbows, my neck and everything. It's really, really bad down my back, my hips. It's hard. So I don't know if any of you out there have RA that it affects those areas as well or worse, or maybe your hands are worse or your feet are worse. My ankles are getting bad, right? I'm not complaining because I'm alive. I'm alive and I'm here and I can make a video and I'm very thankful. So I don't want anybody saying, oh, I feel sorry for you or anything else. I am not complaining because yes, I do know there are people out there have it worse than me. And I know there are a lot of people like me out there who suffer. And we all suffer a lot of the times in silence because people don't understand, or we start to feel like we are bothering people. La la la. That's a whole other video. I know you guys have been begging for me to do a video on the chronic illnesses and all, and I will. But anyway, that's not what this is about. This is about not necessarily being handicapped or disabled. It's about starting something that you want to start, mixed media, art journaling, whatever it is, and doing it. And when you do it, being happy with what you do. Because I always say this, and I might be off center of camera, I don't know. But I always say this, do something. Let's say you want to do mixed media or you want to draw it. Set it aside. My thing to tell you is an art journal. And if you don't have an art journal, get yourself, 14 pages of printer paper and, just keep them in a pile or staple them together, whatever you want to do. And put them in a folder and draw for 14 days in a row. And that 14th day of you doing the same, like of a face, don't look at the face before you did. Do the face, turn it over, don't look at it. Do another one. Turn it over, don't look at it. Do another. And that 14th face that you do at the end of that second week, look at it and pull up your first face and see if there's a difference. I guarantee you there's going to be a difference. You're going to improve because you might draw a face and I've done this. I'm not laughing at anybody. The eyes are up here in the forehead. The nose is like this wide, and I do odd girls. Odd girls mean anything goes. That's why I do them. And I'm going to be doing a video on them again, because I know a lot of you new to me are asking, for more odd girls and explanations and that kind of thing. And that's fine. I'm going to do it. But I do that because sometimes my brain looks at it and I'm just like, I don't care that the eyes are off. I don't care that the nose is over here. I don't care that the lip, you see what I'm saying? But when you look at your first to your last, as you continue doing it, you're going to be like, on your third one, you're going to be like, you know what? I think on the first and second one, I did the eyes were too high. I'm going to move them down a little bit. Oh, I saw a video from Kelly, or I saw a video from so-and-so. They put a straight line going across halfway of the face. That's where I'm going to start the eyes there and then work down. So there's so many different things, little tweaks that you can do. Plus, I tell you guys all the time, email me, message me, hit me up on Facebook. I have a lot of emails and a lot of Facebook messages and a lot of things. It does take me a little bit to go through. I apologize, but I will get through them the best I can. And I do, whether this is right or wrong, sometimes I'll have like, let's say 20 emails in my Facebook. And, if I go through, and they're not names I necessarily recognize, because sometimes the names on YouTube are different from the names on Facebook and whatnot. So if I go through and I see somebody that I know, that I'm friends with, I will read theirs and respond. But I tell my friends as well, look, if I don't get back to you right away, do not get angry. Do not think I'm not writing you. Don't think I hate you, because I can't stand the drama, mama. Just give me some time, because it is important for me to read and try to respond to as many of you as I can, as well as my compliments, my compliments, as well as my comments. So, you know what I'm saying? So please just have patience. That's all I'm asking. Because I love it and I wouldn't change it for anything. And I know a lot of you, you'd rather talk privately instead of leaving a comment. A lot of you don't like leaving comments, have never left comments on anybody's video, but you're more comfortable with writing me privately, and I'm all for it. I don't care. I love when you send me your art and to see your art, what you do, or tag me. I love all that stuff. So there's that. So please, don't get so hard on yourself, and don't, like I always say, we all start somewhere. And maybe it's cooking, maybe it's cleaning, maybe it's painting, maybe it's driving, maybe it's, you see what I'm saying? Like, everybody starts at something. And not everybody is great at it in the beginning. Some people are, and hey, more power to them. I'm like, go with the God, sister, brother, whatever. You know what I mean? But sometimes you're not. And like I said, a lot of times you have to practice. And I think it's important. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think you should beat yourself up. And guess what? If in 10 days, 14 days, 20 days, a month that you do it and you're not any better, then do it for another month. Do it for another 10 days. Do it, because you will. You will. And you cannot beat yourself up. If you're going to do an art journal, if you're going to do a drawing, if you're going to do this, if you're going to follow somebody's video who was doing, oh crap, Cindy Utter, she's going to kill me. Artsy Endeavors, I think is her. Anyway, I'll put her link down below. But if you're going to do something that somebody else does that you see them doing, you can't compare yourself to them. And you don't want yours to look exactly like theirs, because it's yours, your energy, your stuff. And as long as you have your energy going into this, that you want to do it, it's your way, it's going to be good no matter what. So don't beat yourselves up. Don't do things like that. Don't. Otherwise, if you do, then just wash your hands of it and be done, and just don't do it anymore, because you're only going to make yourself miserable, and you're going to make yourself fail at everything you do, because you're going to be so hard on yourself. And like I said, when I say you're not making childish art, it goes down to, I did a video Wednesday, I did a video on, what was I? Will It Work Wednesday, puffy paint. Except YouTube was being a dirtbag, and it was just spinning and spinning and spinning. Okay. And I didn't know. I uploaded it. I went upstairs, laid down, did all that, did all my other things, went on that night, and it wasn't up. All right. Then yesterday I had a bunch of doctor's appointments, and so much going on yesterday. I didn't get a chance to get on the computer or anything. It was a miserable, just bad day yesterday. And I didn't get to refix it. So I sat down here this morning and fixed it, re-uploaded it and did all that, and it finally went up. Now, I could have gave up, said, screw it, not going to do it, but screw it, not going to do it. She's a rapper. Call the Beastie Boys. Yeah. So, you just can't get up. You just can't give up. You just have to do it. And childish art, my point getting back to the point, it's, puffy paint and doing like designs is on little stamps on lids and whatever. And some people might look at that and give me a thumbs down and say, that's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. But guess what? Maybe people can't afford to go get stamps. Maybe people want to, you know, have their own little stamps and make it home. Maybe people want to sit with their kids, recycle water bottle lids, recycle lids to anything, or anything that they want to use those as stamps. And the kids do their own stamps, and it makes them feel proud and want to do their art because they're using their stamps. Do you know what I'm saying? There's so many different things. Um, and it's not childish, it's being creative. And that's the way you got to look at everything. And I know I'm talking in circles, got a lot going on in my mind, but this is something I wanted to talk about because so many of you get so hard on yourselves and you really shouldn't. Don't compare yourself to other people. You just don't. You'll never win. You'll never win. And you'll never, in your own mind, in your own head, you will never be better than them to yourself. Do you know what I mean? There'll never be a day that you wake up and say, you know, I don't know, my stamp looks better than theirs. You will never do it if you're critical of yourself. So let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I never saw the movie before. That's all I know. That's what my nephew sings. So that's it. That's it. I just don't want you guys getting down on yourself. I really don't. And you know, I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's really not my place nor my business. But, and I'm not throwing shade in anybody or doing anything like that. But I really, I am somebody, how do I want to say this? Because I know I'll get shit too, but I don't care. I am not somebody who has a lot of money. I am somebody who has had a lot of unfortunate incidents in my life, circumstances, instances, illness, whatever it has. And I've joined Patreon. And I'm not changing my YouTube or anything that I do. Everything's going to be the same, but it's there for those who might want to help me. And if that makes me a bad person, if that makes somebody feel like they have to write something negative in my comments, and it's not happened to me, but it has happened to somebody else who I'm friends with. And it makes me sad. It makes me sad because I'm going to try to be nice because I'm not anybody. I'm not anybody. It just broke my heart because it takes a lot. I don't know if you guys realize this or not, those who do not make YouTube videos, or maybe those who, I don't know, but it takes a lot as a human being, any human being, to get on here, speak to a community, any community, speak about things that are going on personally in our own lives, ask for help, or any of that. And I'm going to tell you, I know a lot of you probably watch Miranda Sings, Colleen Evans, or Ballinger now. She did a video, I don't know, a few days ago about getting a divorce. And it was horrific to watch. I've watched her for 5 years, and it was horrible. And I saw yesterday that she has like over 7 million views. I didn't even see it today. It didn't come up on my feed, but she had 7 million views. Now, her Miranda videos don't get that much. It's 7 million, maybe after years. And I thought to myself, and neither does her vlogs, I thought to myself, that's really sick. You won't sit and watch her vlog or her Miranda videos, 7 million, over 7, it was almost 8 million people won't do that. But you will sit and watch a train wreck, as they say. You will watch somebody cry and be in pain. And then you'll go in the comments and write something so disrespectful and so nasty. Oh, it breaks my heart. And then after seeing all that, a friend of, and then seeing a friend of mine going through something horrific, and I can't even help. Because I need help. And I know a lot of us need help. And thankfully, everything's okay with her. But kicking somebody when they're down is awful, and no matter what. So I don't understand why people leave nasty comments. Why do you watch videos that you don't like? Why do you sit and give advice to people when everybody's situation's different? I just don't understand. I just don't understand why. you know, we shouldn't judge each other. We shouldn't judge each other. Judge each other. We shouldn't judge each other's art. You shouldn't have to feel bad that you can't make the eyes the same, or that. Do you understand what I'm saying? We shouldn't make somebody feel bad when they feel so low already, and enough to reach out to a community that is a very supportive, loving community. So I hope, I don't know who it was who left the comment on her video. I don't know who it was. Apparently they erased it. But I hope that person, and I'm assuming if you watch art videos, maybe I assume, maybe I assume wrong. Who the heck wants to watch me? But if you watch me and you wrote that, please take a minute and apologize to her. I hope that you thought it through, and maybe you were just having a bad day too and you were a little rough. We have to have compassion for each other. We have to have respect for each other. We can't be negative to each other, because remember, what you do to other people comes back on you. And I would hate for something that my friend just went through for it to be something that you go through down the road, because I wouldn't want anybody to treat you that way or say those things to you. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, I don't know who it was, and I hope and pray to the gods that it was not anybody that I know or I love, because I will be heartbroken because I just can't imagine in my head who this possibly could be. Now I know we all have our own reasons, and we all have our own gig, and we all do our own thing, and I completely understand that. And maybe you feel completely justified in it, and that's on you. That's fine. It just makes me sad because, gosh, if I sat here and talked to you guys, and I'm sure a lot of you out there could sit and tell stories about things that have happened to you in your life. And maybe at the time you didn't have anybody. There's times things have happened to me, I didn't have anybody. This art community on YouTube is phenomenal. And, you know, I get frustrated sometimes. And I've been going through really a lot lately, just really since January. So much that I could just sit here and cry and cry and cry. And I don't, because I love you guys and you guys are so supportive. I see, I don't want to be disrespectful because I don't know who it is, and I don't want to bash somebody and say, you know, anything like that. But I try to be happy. I try to do the best that I can. I get nasty comments once in a while too, whatever. I just block them. Um, I'm not gonna go into that too much, because I don't want to say too much and make anybody angry, and I don't want to do any of that, because that's not what this is. It's just that, you know, a lot of us have circumstances in our lives where we might have been alone when something happened. Maybe it was at work and you got hurt. Maybe, you know, before you started the YouTube community, maybe you got ill, and you know, there's so many things. And I just don't know about judging other people. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. And you know, maybe you get frustrated. Maybe you are frustrated for some reason, but maybe you should talk to a friend or something and vent about it to them, and not disrespect somebody. Ugh. And look, oh, I know what I was going to say. I get people, one of the major things that's been going on lately with me is, now I've been doing paintings from Jane, paintings by Jane. I've been doing them. I don't show them because I get so tired of people writing me about other artists on YouTube. Look, I know who Cinnamon Cooney is. I know who her mother is. I know who, what is her name? Anderson. I think her last name is Anderson. Yeah, I can't remember what her name is right now. I'm sub to her, Angela Anderson. And I could go on and on and on. I know who they are. I do, and I've tried to paint by them. Now, Cinnamon has her own way of doing things. She's a talker like me. I think if her and I were in the same room, we would, I mean, we would probably have a blast talking and everything else. I don't know her at all. I've never met her. I don't know her. Really, I don't know any of the ones that I named, and personally, I mean. But there's nothing wrong with her. I think she's wonderful. I think that if you are somebody who can watch her and learn, I am like, you go for it, Bill. Go for it. For me, I can't. Painting, I've done this, I've talked about this before. Painting with Jane is who I can learn from at the moment. And it's not because Cinnamon Cooney's anything a bad or anything like that. I just can't learn from her. I just can't learn from her. But painting with Jane, I can. And it is because I have so much wrong with me. My brain does not, I process things so late that my husband, we will be all talking upstairs and I will answer my husband 3 minutes later as it processes in my head what he said, because I can't process it. And so whatever way she teaches, which like I said, works for a lot of people, I just can't do. And I'm hoping one day I can. I'm hoping the more acrylic painting I can do, because I'm a mixed media artist. I use 1,000,006 things. So I'm hoping one day I can. I think some of her stuff is really appeals to me, and I really dig it. But that doesn't mean because I like painting with Jane that I don't like somebody else. That thing that bothers me. Or I get a lot of emails. I get a lot of emails about that. And it's like I don't know how many ways or types of ways or how many times I have to say it. It's not hate. I'm not throwing shade at anybody. I just do what I like to do, and I like to share it with you, because you know what? I'm crazy. I'm insane. My brain works a certain way, and I guarantee you there's at least a handful of you out there who are the same way. And you don't hate anybody in particular, and you're not throwing shade at anybody, but you're doing what works for you. And that's why I talk about it, and that's what I did it. But honestly, the past few weeks I've not been showing what I've done because, and a lot of you have written to me like, have you done her new painting? Have you done, painting with Jane? And I'm just like, I'm really torn, because I really just don't want to um start that whole like thing again with the flow of emails of, I'd rather people write who need me, who want to vent, who want to talk, who want to show me their artwork, than people telling me what a horrible person I am, because I should give them all a shout out on my channel. I don't, it's my freaking channel. I'll do what I want. Okay? All right. And like I said, that's a very small percentage that does it, but it gets on my nerves. It really does. And I don't dig it. And I'm not going to keep my mouth shut, because a lot of you ask, if I've done any of those videos, paintings. So I don't know. Like I said, it's not about hating anybody. I love anybody who helps somebody else. And that's it. I probably am all over the place. It's probably a 6 million minute thing. Let me turn my thing back on here. Even if I'm just even still recording. I don't know. But yeah, it gets very frustrating, Yeah, it's still recording. It just gets very frustrating, because I'm not here to diss anybody. I'm here just to do my little thing on my channel and make me happy, hopefully make some of you happy, and make you have enough courage to sit down and draw or do mixed media or do whatever. I love doing giveaways, so I can give a little bit here and there. And I just love you guys. And I'm trying to answer all the comments and emails the quickest I can. Bear with me. But yeah, so that's it. I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, because I love you guys. And like I always tell you guys, look, if you don't like what I do, or you can't learn from me, find somebody you can. There are so many of us on YouTube, so many wonderful people, and you can learn. So I don't know. That's a lot of thoughts today, and like I said, I don't want to be disrespectful or mean to anybody. I just don't like when we attack each other, because we're all human. First of all, we're all human. We all make mistakes. We need compassion and empathy and sympathy and help sometimes. And because you never know when it's going to be you. You never know when it's going to be you, because let me tell you something. If you would have asked me that morning if my son was going to be able to come home for dinner, yeah, he hugs me goodbye. I love you. I go lay down because I was really sick. And the next thing I am is being woken up by my husband because he didn't go to work and nobody could find him. And we did not find him. He was missing from us from 11 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. And there's nothing worse than being in your car looking for your kid, and your daughter calls and says there's 4 cops at the house. Okay? And my life, our life changed. It changed. And if you would have asked me that morning, I would have been like, you're fucking crazy. because he never spoke about, he never ever said, well, I'm going to kill myself. He wasn't, it just wasn't him. But it was. And life changes so quickly. And it happened to me, and I'm sure it's happened to other people, but it can happen to you too. And being nasty to somebody, I'm sorry, it just kills me. Being nasty to somebody because of their situation, it breaks my heart because you never know when it's going to be you. And things can change like that. I mean, faster than you can even breathe. It changes, and it will change your life forever. So, I almost take it personally because this person needed help. A lot of people are helping her. And I need help. And there are so many of us on Patreon who need help. Need to be supported in order to get, certain things, new cameras to be able to do what we want to, what we do, and to help you guys and all these things. That's what Patreon's for. And doing it to this person and being disrespectful is like being disrespectful to me or anybody else who has asked for help. And it kills me because it could be you in a minute. And maybe that's why. Maybe you're a bitter person and you've been through a lot, and my heart aches for you. And maybe you just don't feel like, this person should have asked, or I don't know what it is, but I don't wish any harm on you. I just hope that like throughout these past few days that maybe you thought, maybe I was a little harsh. Maybe I meant this and it come off like that. And I just hope that you maybe write to that person, and you know who you are. If you watch my videos, I don't know. I don't know who you are. I don't want to know necessarily who you are, because it would make me sad. But maybe you could apologize and just say it came off wrong if that's what you're feeling. But maybe you stand behind your choice, and that's okay too. I'm not here to be nasty or anything like that because of your choice. It's just, I don't know, things can happen so quickly and they never can go back. And I don't want, if I can help somebody in some way, whether it's just being there, sending energy, lighting candles, doing whatever that maybe I can't give money at this moment, then I don't want to be disrespectful. So that's it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for blabbing on. It's just, I'm so emotional lately. And then seeing all that happen, and I got my own stuff going on, and it just breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart. So I love you guys. Sorry I went on another tangent. Please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And that's one of the reasons why I say it every single video. Because you never know. And you know what? If you can't be kind to somebody for whatever reason, then keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. That's it, guys. I know. 33 minutes of your life you're not getting back. But you know what? My heart smiles. You guys make me so happy. Your love and support of your comments and your emails, and just you guys being here. It's such a wonderful community. And like I said, I love our community. I love everybody in it. So that's it, guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.